Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Janet Montes Diaz, and I've been coming to Down Mountain for almost 10 years already. Um, every Sunday, one of the senior students helps to lead this meditation. And also on first Sundays, you'll find Anne or Harvey, or both of them, here leading the meditation. So if you haven't had a chance to meet them, it's a very good way to get introduced to our founders. I'd like to know how many here are here for the first time. Okay, thank you. Welcome. And of course, I already explained about the book. We're passing a book of names around, and we always, at the end of our practice, we always dedicate whatever merit or good things that, good qualities that we have uh, accumulated by doing this practice, we always dedicate it to others. And that's one of the basic principles of Tibetan Buddhism. Everything we do is for the benefit of everyone, of others. So that's in keeping with that tradition. The practice we're going to do is really a practice on how to develop attention, how to develop what people call mindfulness. And one of the basic ways that has been taught through Buddhism of how to develop this attention is by observing our breath. So that's what we're going to be doing for two practices that we'll be doing during this hour. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about posture, because it's really facilitates our practice if we have the right posture when we meditate. And it doesn't matter whether you're on a chair or a cushion. One of the basic principles that you have to keep in mind is that the back has to be straight, but at the same time relaxed, just naturally straight. And one of the ways that I like to do it is just to raise your arms up and put them down and just leave the back exactly in the same position that you had when you raised your arms up. This isn't, you'll find that it's just a natural curve that your spine will have. Your shoulders are a little bit back, but at the same time relaxed. It's also helpful to keep your neck relaxed. Just open your mouth just a little bit so that your jaw is relaxed. And you'll notice that all of this area will be in a relaxed position. Also, just put your chin slightly down. And this helps because what we're doing in keeping our back straight, we really want to have the energy that is flowing naturally through our body flow from down here up to the top of our head. And you'll find that that there's a natural flow there, and that when we meditate, it will keep us much more stable. So as I was saying, we're going to observe the breath. But as you do this, it's only natural that you'll see that thoughts just keep arising, come out of nowhere. And especially if you haven't, if you're new to meditation, you're going to see that it's just a constant flow. But we all have to just accept this is the natural way our mind works. The only thing is, we can just remind ourselves. One way to, and remind ourselves that really we're trying to keep our attention on one thing. We're focusing our attention. So whenever you see a thought arise, just say to yourself, thinking, thinking, let it go. Go back to the breath. When we label the thought as a thought, it loses its power over us. So it's just easier to just let it go, let it dissipate, and go back to the breath. So we are going to constantly be doing this. Every time you notice that you're lost in thought, it's a good thing that is happening, because if you notice you're lost in thought, you just go back to your breath. So you're not doing it wrong, you're doing it right if you realize that you're lost in that thought. Now, as we do this, we're going to do some chanting of, we're going to chant a sacred syllable in Tibet that is Hong. And as we chant this, we can feel the vibrations as it goes through our body. Some people also like to visualize like a blue orb. The syllable has it's a color blue, but it's more important to just feel the vibration within you. And this symbol of Hong symbolizes enlightened mind. What it really helps to do is sort of calm the mind a bit, and you'll find that it's helpful in that way. The practice that we're doing is a practice that was given to us by Adzun Rinpoche, which is a very important Tibetan Lama within Tibet itself. And I think we have a picture of him up here. He has come in the past to Houston to give us retreats, and hopefully in the future he will be with us. But he is one of our guiding teachers. So this is a practice that's good for everyone, whether you're just beginning meditation or you're a seasoned practitioner. You will benefit from it. So as I said before, observe the breath. You can observe the breath as it's going through your nostrils. Some people like to observe the breath as it is going through down into the abdomen area. In this area, there is a chakra that, or a center of energy, that is very central to our body, which is like 3 finger width below your navel, 3 finger widths deep. If you'd like to center the breath in that area, it's fine. Or just feel that you're being breathed in, breathed out. Become the breath. So we're going to do this this practice for about 20 minutes. We'll practice observing our breath, and I'll let you know when we're going to chant the Hung. When we chant the Hung, each person will chant it at their own pace, and it will naturally just die down after a few seconds, and we'll go back to the breath. So let us begin. As we do this, you can meditate with your eyes slightly open or with your eyes closed. In our lineage, we like to meditate with our eyes slightly open because it helps us to develop attention throughout the day, and that way we can keep practicing in whatever we're doing in our daily lives. Let us chant hum. Go back to the breath. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. Let us chant home one more time. Go back to the breath. The practice we just did is a practice you can take home with you. If you're new to meditation, it's good to do it in short intervals. So you can start off with 5 minutes, then go build it up as you feel more comfortable. And as we are passing around a book of names, and in this book we put the names of people we'd like to dedicate our practice to. So what we're going to do now is take about a 10-minute break. If you haven't put any names in the book, it's a good time to do it now. You can get up and walk around. There's some snacks in the middle here in the hallway, and we have the bathrooms in the back. So we'll be back in around 10 minutes.
Dawn Mountain offers traditional Buddhist teachings primarily in the Tibetan tradition in a way that is accessible to contemporary Americans. Having studied and practiced for many years under recognized Tibetan masters, and understanding that these teachings provide a way to realize the natural state of mind that embodies profound wisdom and deep love, Anne Klein and Harvey Aronson wished to share these traditions here in the United States. As a result, they established Dawn Mountain in June 1996, based on the core belief that it is possible to cultivate a better understanding of our deepest nature, which in turn facilitates new levels of mental calm and self-acceptance.
So our inspiration really comes from our love and gratitude to our own teachers. They spent so much time and care with us over many, many years.
Kaizen Rinpoche was extraordinarily compassionate. He had a terrific sense of humor. And just his ability to be present and immediate and just there. Adzon Rinpoche is extraordinarily compassionate and grounded.
And we've had extraordinary experiences with Adzon Rinpoche, whom I met in Tibet in 96. And I've had many hours of just, one-on-one conversation, a person who has tens of thousands of students to attend to. Okay, there's this wealth of cultural wisdom in Tibet. It's encoded in texts, in practices, in rituals, in art, and many people in the West are attracted to it, and yet Westerners are Westerners. We're Westerners. We're not monastics. We may dedicate our lives to practice in our heart of hearts, but we have families, we have jobs, we have all kinds of responsibilities. So how can we communicate and really experience transformation through these practices? For that, some kind of bridging is necessary. We're also a community center, nonprofit community center, which is the hub of our work extending life skills, the life skills of cultivating calm, of cultivating ease in life, of cultivating kindness.
What did you do today that you liked?
Make the glittery thing to show your anger.
And what happened when you shook up the glittery thing?
It made me feel a little bit like I wanted to meditate in peace.
And then the Research Institute is where we look at what we can provide by way of information gained through research for the interested public. So we've mentioned that our own teachings here, which are drawn from work that we've done, our own translation work, our own study, and so forth, some of these will start appearing as pamphlets for practitioners here, and some of them will become books that will be published and will be widely available to the larger public. And I am right now in the process of gathering a team to translate a text from this tradition, which he powerfully feels, and which I also have a very, very strong wish to see translated. And we hope to do more of that. We've seen people telling us how their lives have changed, how their lives are improved, the comfort, the inspiration that they feel coming to Dawn Mountain. We really are inspired to envision a way that Dawn Mountain becomes a stable beacon and place of gathering for people who wish to practice at whatever level.
I trust the teachings. I feel in the place. I feel that I am constantly fed.
And I can feel my breathing better because of the way my legs are positioned.
How long have you been sitting like that?
I learned it when I started coming here.
And it's not only been in the spiritual sense, but also in every aspect of my daily life. I feel that I'm less stressed out. I I don't get as angry or as depressed as I used to.
It's good. It teaches me how to like kind of relax and be mindful and help with school and stuff like that whenever I get aggravated.
One of our projects that has come to partial fruition is that we have developed a curriculum, which is posted on our website, that is explains the open matrix of what a path, spiritual path, can be supported here at Dawn Mountain.
We've slowly become aware of the power of the media, and it is clear now that there is great interest in both our broadcasts from here, and from time to time we might be able to have broadcasts from Asia with Adzom Rinpoche or his sister Anila. Without students, there are no teachers, and without teachers, there are no students. We all dependently create one another. So we're very, very excited by the energy that is in the community. The community is alive, it is supportive, it is growing, and it really wishes to thrive, and we want to participate in that thriving in every way that we can. But we're really talking about finding a space of shared values. And if individuals share the values that we have in terms of coming to a deep appreciation of our innermost nature, then come and participate. That's the most significant thing that we can do together. Just sharing our participation is lovely and meaningful. And anything above and beyond that, by way of offering service for this community, offering financial, flows naturally. And we expect that that will just be a natural outflow for people because of that shared interest.
Dawn Mountain offers traditional Buddhist teachings primarily in the Tibetan tradition in a way that is accessible to contemporary Americans. Having studied and practiced for many years under recognized Tibetan masters, and understanding that these teachings provide a way to realize the natural state of mind that embodies profound wisdom and deep love, Anne Klein and Harvey Aronson wished to share these traditions here in the United States. As a result, they established Dawn Mountain in June 1996, based on the core belief that it is possible to cultivate a
Okay, we're going to begin our last practice of the day. And this practice is going to be shorter, but it will be a little similar. We're going to start off by just observing our breath for a minute or two. And then we're going to chant another sacred syllable. And the syllable we're going to chant now is Ah. Ah is color white, and we have let me see, I think this is a symbol of what it looks like. Here is Hung, this is Ah. And I'm not sure exactly what the meaning of it is, but it's a very powerful sound, very sacred in our lineage. And it has a very energizing sort of quality to it. And what we're going to do as we chant the syllable is visualize and in 3 different times. We're only going to chant it once in 3 different occasions, and each time we'll do a different visualization, and I'll explain it to you at the time. But the purpose actually of this practice is to just share what we've had accumulated with everyone. So let us begin. First, observe the breath just to settle down a little. The first time we chant we're going to visualize within our body, around the heart center, a white orb. And this white orb has all the good qualities that we have been able to gather within ourselves. As we chant the syllable ah, we're going to visualize the white light that is in our heart center spreading throughout our body. Every cell in your body will be filled with white light. Now, when we chant a second time, we're going to visualize the white light that is within us being shared with each person in this room. Each one of us will receive white light, and each one of us will send white light. Now, we're going to visualize the white light that is here within this room being spread throughout the city, throughout the country, throughout the world, and throughout all the reaches of the universe, to all living beings everywhere. Okay, so does anyone have the book? Oh, the book of names. Could someone give me, Robert, could you give me the book of names? Okay. All right, so at the end of our practice, we always, there is, I believe everyone has this sheet, or either that or the book of prayers. And I think on page 12 or 22, I think it is. On page 22 of this book, or on where it says dedication on this sheet, we'll say our dedication. And as I always mention, Tibetan Buddhism always wants to share whatever we do with others. So this is the dedication that we do is also in mind that whatever we accumulate, however developed we get in our practice, we always think of others. So let us say the dedication. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. I'd also like to do the aspiration that is on top of this sheet. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. For as things always be pain-free and live happily, may no beings ever cling to those near or spurn those far. Now I will read the names that we are dedicating this practice to. Armando Pereira, grandfather. Charles Myers. Hannah Edelstein and family. Giselle and Leonardo Pratt. Heidi Barnett and family. Santi Ranjan Kundangrani. Robert Weinberger and family. Michael Ritu Palak Rashish. Asher Maria, Lauren Taylor, Vala Orseg, I'm not sure of the name, Deb, Cliff in the Bardo, Lee, and Tobu. When we say in the Bardo, that means the person has recently passed away. So I'd like to, before we leave, I'd like to just share some activities that we're having here in Dan Mountain, and also speak a little about our founders, Ann and Harvey. Ann Klein is a professor of religious studies in Rice University, and her husband, Harvey Arneson, is a psychotherapist in private practice, and both of them have studied for many years with many renowned Tibetan lamas. They are also Buddhist scholars. They've written books about Buddhism. And really, we're very fortunate to have them here in Houston. And like I said before, they're here every first Friday of the month to lead this meditation on Sunday. And they're also here every first and third Tuesday of the month. So if you would like to get to know them, please come on first Sundays, and also on what we call Teaching Tuesdays, which is the first and third Tuesdays. Also, this afternoon, we have what's called the Second Chance Sundays, which is we will be showing a video of the last Teaching Tuesday, which was last Tuesday. So if you'd like to stay and join us, it's at 1 o'clock. You can go out to lunch and come back. And at 1 o'clock, we'll be here, and we'll show a video of Ann and Harvey giving a teaching. So it's a great opportunity. Also, we have what's called Practice Tuesdays, which is the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. And we're just giving another chance to come together and practice together. And it's important to know that actually practicing in a group really fortifies your own practice. When we say practice, of course, we mean the practice that we did today of developing attention. And we call it practice because it's really something that you have to do it's really would be wonderful if you could do it on a daily basis. But also, you'll notice that when you do it with more than one person, it's just that grounds you better and you get better at developing your attention. So on Tuesday, second and fourth Tuesday, from 6:30 to 7:15, we are here, and each person can come and do their own practice. If you come to Tuesday practice, you'll see that Ann and Harvey give certain practices that you can do throughout what they call the series, because Teaching Tuesday is sort of like a semester system. We're now in the summer program, so during the summer they give a series of teachings and some practices that you can do related to that teaching. And I also want to emphasize that the teachings are good for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're interested in becoming a Buddhist or not. It's just it's really tools that are available for us in order to handle whatever comes up in life. So everyone can benefit from it. And also, you don't have to start the series off, at the beginning. Each session is it's a class complete by itself. So you can come at any time during the series. I believe, I don't know if any other. Do you know of any other? Okay. Sort of, summertime is sort of a slow season for us, but we do, during the regular year, starting in September and ending in May, we do offer retreats. We have other activities. If it's a retreat, it's usually a weekend retreat that starts on a Friday evening, and then, we just come Saturday and Sunday during the day, and Ann and Harvey will lead the retreat. We also have, sometimes we have visitors, lamas, Tibetan lamas that come and give teachings to us, so that is also available to everyone. So I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you again sometime. Thank you. Oh. Yes, the website, we have a website. It has all activities. I do want to mention also that we appreciate any donations you'd like to give. We're here, everything we have here is based on the donations that we get. So if you'd like to help us out, also you can become a member of Darn Mountain, and that would be very helpful. And plus, if you become a member, you can come to Teaching Tuesdays for free. And so it does have benefits. Thank you. Mm-hmm.